Hi, and welcome to the Ambition video series. Today we'll be talking about challenges. Challenges are intended to drive competition and focus for your team. Your team will primarily interact with challenges via their user dashboard as seen here, with competitions listed on the top right, as well as change in competition ranking listed during the feed. Or they'll interact with competitions through one of your sales TVs. Here's an example of an AEQ4 revenue challenge where each of the participants are listed along with their contribution to the particular metric in question. In this case, this competition is running on the revenue metric. With a challenge, you can drive particular focus on a certain metric that may not be part of your regular scorecard. While conversion rate may not be a metric that is an activity or an objective for your team, running a monthly or weekly competition on conversion rate can increase the visibility and focus on that metric in your team, as well as driving that spirit of competition. To create a new competition, click the Competitions menu and Challenges. We'll have a separate video discussing the nuance and detail in fantasy competitions, separate from today's video. From this menu, you can see all your existing challenges filtered by the user selected as well as status. If you'd like to see all competitions or previous competitions, you can change these filters to represent exactly what you're looking for. Here are all the complete competitions. To create a new challenge, click New Challenge in the top right-hand corner. From here, you can define the name of the challenge. Let's make a weekly call contest. Next, pick the schedule. You can either run your competition as a one-off competition or a recurring competition that happens over and over. You'll select whether you want a one-off competition or a recurring competition with a selector at the top. And in the case of the recurring challenges, you'll establish an initial event. This is the first instance of your competition that recurs time after time. In this case, we'll pick from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. next week, Eastern Time. Moving forward, we'll repeat this competition every 4 weeks. If desired, the competition can run forever, or it can expire after a particular number of occurrences. In this case, we'll run this for 4 months, happening once per month. Once the frequency and schedule of the competition is set up, all that remains is to define which metric this competition will take place based on. You can select any of your existing metrics from the competition metric dropdown. In this case, we mentioned that we'll want to run a calls competition. So we can search for the calls metric, and then we can decide at what level we'd like to run this competition. The hierarchy level selector allows us to define who are the groups that will compete with each other. Will locations compete with other locations? Will managers compete with other managers, taking advantage of their collective team score? Will different roles compete with each other? Will teams compete with each other? Or lastly, will individual users compete with each other? That's what we'll select for this competition. Once the competition level is defined, next we'll pick who the actual competitors are. We can select all competitors, individually select competitors one at a time, or pick competitors within a particular group. For this competition, we'll only select the account executives. We could select either based by role, location, or team. There are lots of competition prizes that don't have to cost your company a lot, but can be fun references to pop culture, such as this reference to Glengarry Glen Ross's Coffee is for Closers. Lastly, click Create Challenge. You'll then see the challenge along with any other challenges in the Challenge Management window. From here, you can view the standings for this challenge or click Settings to make changes to this challenge. Changes include changing competitors or changing your prizes. Don't forget to get this challenge in front of your users. The easiest way to do this is to create a new TV slide showcasing this challenge on one of your sales TVs. Thanks for taking the time to walk through challenges with us today. If you have any questions about this or any other topics, feel free to give us a shout at gethelp@ambition.com. Thanks.